Mark, thank you. Well, tonight, the question of whether college athletes should be paid to play has come to Iowa. Two state lawmakers plan to draft a proposal, which was like what was recently passed in California. KWW reporter Taylor Vessel is live here in the studio right now with much more. Taylor.
Abby, this idea for college athletes is still in its infancy, with California being the only state to pass such a law. Now, it's been reported that several other states are considering it, including the Hawkeye state. The question now is what that law could look like.
They're calling it the Fair Pay to Play Act, a bill likely to be proposed in Iowa that would allow college athletes to get paid.
It's crazy that these guys have to sign away their name and their image and their brand when they sign on to play college football somewhere.
Representative Joe Mitchell got the idea in part from California, which as of September allows players to book sponsors and hire agents.
In what other entity can we say you can't make money off of your own likeness?
Joined by Representative Ross Smith, the two legislators are still drafting the exact language of the bill.
I mean, we shouldn't punish somebody because a local hometown kid can go back to their local car dealership or their outside the local Fairway or Hy-Vee and sign some t-shirts or sign a helmet for a kid and make a few bucks to be able to put gas in their car. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Smith, who played college ball himself, worries about the physical strain, saying he's had a number of knee surgeries as a result of his college play, something he says a scholarship didn't cover. Scholarships have been a large part of the opposition, some suggesting scholarship money should be enough. And if the law passes, a player should have to choose.
What I say to that is, I feel like getting a job and you get a salary or benefits. That makes no sense, you know what I mean?
Because this idea is so new, there's no evidence as to what effects it could have. A number of editorials have been written for both sides. Those four claim athletes deserve a cut of the millions brought in every year by larger schools. Those same schools which opponents worry could gain an advantage over smaller schools simply because they have more money. Taylor Vessel, News 7K, WWL.
Taylor, thank you. Now, we did reach out to the University of Iowa and the Iowa Board of Regents, each saying it is their policy not to comment on pending legislation.